That means discussing about question number 9. So that the function f is such that r to x belongs to r and where x greater than -1 and less than 1, defined by fx is equal to x upon mod of x belongs to r is 1 1 and on 2. So in this case, here you take two cases, case first and case second. First of all, we take first case for which you take here x greater or equal to 0, and accordingly you find the value of the function and trying to, that means prove that for that case x is 1 1, and you find the value of y1, and here you see that y1 belongs to 0 to 1, and that we taken as question number 1. Okay. In the same way, you take here second part, that means case second, and in case second you take their x less than 0, and in that case your function becomes x upon 1 minus x, and for that function you, that means trying to prove that it is 1 1, and also find the range, that means the range of the function accordingly for x less than 0. So here you see that if you take here y2 is equal to x upon 1 minus x, and trying to find the value of x, so here you have x is equal to y2 upon y2 plus 1, and here as x is less than 0, the value of x is less than 0, so that's why y2 upon y2 minus plus 1 is also less than 0. So if you draw the number line, then what you see here, so if the numerator part is 0, so you have y2 is equal to 0, so you have 0, a point on the number line. And if you take denominator is 0, so y2 is equal to -1. So on number line, you have 2 points again, -1 and 0. And that means write the sign of the interval. So here you have positive, negative, and positive. And the complete quantity, which is to be, that is checked here, is less than 0. So here you see that the complete function lying between -1 to 1. So here you write y2 belongs to -1 to 0, and that is taken as second equation. So I think that part is missing. So you have to write it, hurry up. Yes, quickly. You have to write up to second equation and then come to onto function. So on proving of onto function, we have to use second method to prove it, means trying to find the range of the function, complete function, if that function is equal to the codomain of f. And here the codomain is already defined, x belongs to r and x greater than -1 and less than 1. So if you, that means obtain such type of result, you have automatically the function is onto, and in this way your question is proved. So let us check it. So your second point is onto function. Onto function. So onto function means you have first you find trying to find the value of range. So r of f is equal to y1 union y2. y1 union y2. So if you take the union of these two, here you have -1 to 0, -1 to 0 union, that be 0 to 1. So here you see that 0 point is included here. So the complete value is written as -1 to 1. And that point -1 to 1 include 0 also. So you can say that is equal to codomain. That is also equal to codomain of f. Codomain only, right? So here you see that the range of f and the codomain are equal. It proved that all the elements in the codomain are the images of some element of the domain. So you can say that f is onto function. So write it, f is onto function. So f is onto function. So in this way, you prove here कि f is onto. Now come to second point. Next question. Question number 10. Question number 10 is, so that f is such that n to n defined by fn is equal to n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd and n by 2 if n is even is many one function. Many one onto function. So when you say that the function is many one, the function is said to be many one if the function is said to be many one if it is not 1 1. If it is not 1 1, and onto, here you have to prove it onto also. So just write as f is such that n to n, natural number to natural number, and fn is given as n plus 1 by 2, and that be taken if n is odd, and here you have n by 2 if n is even. N is even. But here you have to prove that fn is not 1 1. Fn is not 1 1. So you have to prove that with the help of some example. Means you have to take any that is odd numbers. Suppose here you take n is equal to 3. So just take it. Let n is equal to 3, which is odd. So if n is equal to 3, which is odd, so what will be the value of f3? So you have to put it here. So 3 plus 1 by 2, which is 2. Which is 2. And then here you assume n is equal to even, you have to take n is equal to 4. So here you see that the value of f4 is 4 by 2, which is also 2. So what you have here, for the distinct elements in the code, that is the domain, n is equal to 3 and n is equal to 4, the value of the functions are same, that is 2. So you can say that f is not 1 1 function. So no doubt it is many one function. So write it. So f is many one. F is many one function. Just many one only, right? Because f is written here. So f is many one. So it's proved that f is many one function with the help of example. Now, how you prove it? It is onto function. Actually, in case of onto function, all the element of the codomain are engaged, or you can say all the element of the codomain are the image of every element of the, that is some element of the codomain. So in this way, here you also know, means you have to take suppose n belongs to n. Suppose n is any number which belongs to the codomain. So finally, what you have, if n is even, so the general even number can be, that is taken as 2n, and the general odd numbers can be taken as 2n plus 1 for any n belongs to n. So in this way, you can try to prove that. So as per the first condition, what with the first condition means what? You have to, that means, know about each and every concept as well as definitions of the different type of function. The first thing is that. So your first condition is that for all y belongs to codomain, there exists x belongs to in its domain such that fx is equal to y. Fx is equal to y, then you can say that it is onto function. So in this way, we can prove it. So let n belongs to n. N belongs to n. So if n is even, first case, if n is even, if n is even, again, if n is even, so no doubt, it can be taken as 2n. So 2n is also even. for n belongs to, that is if n is even, yeah, you can write in this way. If n belongs to n, then 2n is even. You can write it this way. If n belongs to n, then 2n is even. So f of 2n. So check it, f of 2n. So f of 2n can be obtained by n by 2 here. So you can write 2n by 2. So here you have n. So what does it mean? That means if 2n belongs to the domain, so corresponding to this value, here you have the, that means the value of the function, means you have the value in its codomain n. In the same way, that be first condition, and 2n plus 1 is odd. And that odd number also belongs to n. And this 2n is also belongs to n in this way. So you have f of 2n plus 1. So you have to putting that value 2n plus 1 that is in this way as the function is defined. So you can write 2n plus 1 divided by 2. So 2n plus 2 divided by 2, taking 2 common, n plus 1 by 2. So that we cancel out, and finally you have n plus 1. Here you see that for each of the element, oh sorry, 2n plus 1 is written here. 2n plus 1 by 2. So n plus 1. So here you see that for each of the even and odd natural numbers, you have again a natural number which belongs to the, that means the function. So you can say that the function is f is onto function. So you write it here. So either you write here, that is if you want to, that is complete the sentence. So write it here. Just wait. And for odd number, you have to take the number not 2n plus 1. You have to written in this way, 2n minus 1. Suppose 2n minus 1 is an odd. So here you have 2n minus 1 plus 1 by 2. So n is cancel out. So yes, write in this way. That is 2n by 2, which is n. Yes. So here you see that your each of the function is like fx is equal to y type of conditions. So you can say that f is onto function. So write it, f is onto function. F is onto. So in this way, you can easily prove that f is 1, 1, many 1, but onto function. So note all that things. Next one. Next question, question number 11. So that the function f is such that r minus 3 to r minus 1 given by fx is equal to x minus 2 upon x minus 3 is bijective. So that question is also, you have to prove it by proving it is 1, 1 and onto function. Now, trying to prove it, and this type of question you already solved, I think, in question number 8 or 7. So solve it quickly. So here in question number 11, here in question number 11, f is such that r minus 3 to r minus 1 even as fx is equal to x minus 2 divided by x minus 3. You have to prove that it is bijective. So first of all, you have to prove it is 1, 1 function. So in first part, 1, 1, you have to take two distinct elements from the domain. So just write it. Let x1, x2 belongs to r minus 1. Means the distinct elements are always taken from the domain of the function. and here it be, sorry, r minus 3. Here r minus 3 is its domain and r minus 1 is its codomain. So you have to take distinct elements x1, x2 belongs to r minus 3 such that fx1 is equal to fx2. fx1 is equal to fx2. Now putting that value in the given function, so this implies x1 minus 2 upon x1 minus 3 is equal to x2 minus 2 upon x2 minus 3. Now taking cross multiplication, so you have x1, x2 minus 2x2, 2x2 and 3x1 minus 3x1 plus 6 is equal to x1, x2 minus 2x1 minus 3x2 plus 6. And finally, you see that some of the term be cancelled from both sides. x1, x2 is cancelled out. So just check it for the terms. Here you have minus 3x1 and that side here you have minus 2x1. So you can write it as x1 is equal to x2. So finally, you have for the x1, x2 distinct type of element from the domain, fx1 is equal to fx2 implies x1 is equal to x2. So you can say f is 1, 1, f is 1, 1 function. So here you have f is 1, 1 function. F is 1, 1 function. F is 1, 1 function. In this way, you prove it. Now, onto function. For onto function, here you're trying to find the range of the function. If the range of the function becomes the codomain, you can say that it is 1, 1. So, onto, in case of onto function, here you assume let y is equal to x minus 2 upon x minus 3. Now trying to find the value of x in terms of y. So xy minus 3y is equal to x minus 2, or you have 2 minus 3y is equal to 2 minus 3y is equal to x minus xy. So taking x common, so you have 1 minus y, or x is equal to 2 minus 3y divided by 1 minus y. So here you see that your x belongs to all the real number except 3. And here you see that we also defined for all the real number, but the domain should not be 0. So 1 minus y not equal to 0. You can write it here, 1 minus y not equal to 0, or you have y not equal to 1. So you can say y belongs to all the real number except 1. So that we also written as the range of f is equal to r minus 1, and that is also codomain. So here you have the range of f and the codomain are equal. So you can say that f is onto function. So as the function is 1, 1 and onto both, so you can say that it is bijective function. So in this way, your question number 11 is completed. So 1, 1 and onto function. Now question number that 12, that is also very important question, and they asked in 4 marks in previous, that means your board examination also. So that is also very important question, question number 12. Now check it how you're trying to solve that type of. So question number 11. Fn is equal to n plus 1, and that be taken if n is odd. And here you have n minus 1 if n is even. and the function is defined from natural number to natural. The function is defined from natural number to natural number, and the function is given as n plus 1 when n is odd and n minus 1 when n is even. When n is even. And you have to prove that f is bijective function. So no doubt here f is 1, 1 and on 2. So you know that the even, that means even natural numbers can be comprised by uh, even numbers and odd numbers. So here you have, if you take the natural numbers like even numbers and odd numbers, so here you have 4 cases arised, and one by one we are trying to solve, that is check that whether they are 1 function for that conditions or not. So in this case you can also, that is we have to also trying to prove it is 1 and on to both. If it is so, so you can say it is bijective. So let us write in this. First of all, you trying to prove it is for 1. So for 1 function, you have to take two distinct that is numbers from the domain n. So let n1, n2 belongs to natural number. Belongs to natural number such that fn1 is equal to fn2. fn1 is equal to fn2. Now here you have to take 4 cases. So in first case, if n1 and n2 both are even, yes, write it. If n1 and 2 are even, then fn1 is equal to fn2 implies. So for even, you have to try and find the value of fn1 and fn2 from n minus 1. So put it here. n1 minus 1 is equal to n2 minus 1. 1 is cancelled from both sides. And finally, you have n1 is equal to n2. So here you see that that means the condition is satisfying for the 1 function. 1 function. Now come to second point. For second case second, if n1 and n2 are odd, if n1 and n2 are odd, so in that case, fn1 is equal to fn2. If n1 and 2 are odd, then fn1 is equal to fn2 implies n1 plus 1 is equal to n2 plus 1, and 1 is cancelled out, and finally you have n1 is equal to n2. So here you see that in case first, when n1 n2 are even, n1 and n2 are equal. If n1 n2 are odd, you have n1 is equal to n2. Now in third case, case third, if n1 is even and n2 is odd, n1 is even and n2 is odd, fn1 is equal to fn2 implies. So for n1, you that is find its value from n minus 1. So you write n1 minus 1 is equal to n2 is odd, so you have to put n2 plus 1. n2 plus 1. So from here you have n1 minus n2 is equal to 2. That is impossible. Means the difference of any even number and odd number can never be 2. So here you write impossible. Impossible. So that third type of cases is not exist, but you have to show that case also in your examination. Here you have to that will show that it is impossible, but you have to write it in this way. And in second case, the fourth case Case 4. If n1 is odd and n2 is even. So if n1 is odd, so fn1 is equal to fn2, implies for odd number you write n1 plus 1 is equal to, here you write n2 minus 1, and here you see that n1 minus n2 is minus 2. That is also impossible. That is also impossible. So finally, what you see here you see that in all the 4 cases for the distinct elements n1 n2 belong to domain. Here you see that wherever it is possible, you have the value n1 is equal to n2. Because in third case and fourth case, the result is impossible, but you have to show it. But wherever there be a possibility, here you see that that's satisfying the given condition. So you can say that f is 1 function. So write it here. So f is 1 function. F is 1 function. So in this way, means that question is to be proved. Now, second point for onto function. Onto function, what you do in that case? Onto function, first of all, here you take any number n belongs to codomain. Suppose n belongs to n. So here you have 2 cases arises. First one, if n is odd. If n is odd, so if n is odd, what you see here, n plus 1. So no doubt, n plus 1 becomes even. If n is odd, so right, n plus 1 is even. So if n plus 1 is even, so what about fn plus 1? If n plus 1 is even, so here you're trying to find the value of fn plus 1 for even. And even for even number, it is defined as n minus 1. So you can write n plus 1 minus 1, and the result is n. So here you see that fn plus 1 is equal to n, and that is also belongs to n. And that n plus 1 is even, is also belongs to n. So you can write it in this way. That is also belongs to n, that is in domain. In the same way, in second part, if n is even, and that n belongs to n here, n minus 1 is odd. If n is even, n minus 1 is odd, and that belongs to natural number. So what about fn minus 1 for odd? So you have to put it here. N minus 1 plus 1, again you have n. So here you see that for all n belongs to n, there exist n belongs to n such that that is only you have to write or for all n belongs to codomain, there exists its pre-images in its domain. So f is onto function. So you can write it. Finally, you can write hence for all n belongs to n, n belongs to n in codomain, there exists an image in domain. So f is onto function. So here the function is 1 and onto both. So you can write f is bijective. So f is bijective. So in this way, If you write in this way, that means the complete solution, no doubt, no any marks be deducted, and you got 4 marks, no doubt. So now question number 13. Prove that the function f is such that n to n defined by fx is equal to x square plus 1 plus 1 fx x square plus x plus 1 is 1 1 but not on 2. Here you prove that it is 1 1 but not on 2. Just check it how you prove. Here you have to prove it is 1 1 in question number 13. F is such that n to n, natural number to natural number, fx is equal to x square plus x plus 1, x square plus x plus 1. And here you have to prove that it is 1 1 function. So how you prove it? You have to take distinct elements. Let x1, x2 belongs to n such that fx1 is equal to fx2. fx1 is equal to fx2. So x1 is square plus x1 plus 1 is equal to x2 square plus x2 plus 1. So here you see that 1 and 1 we cancel out. Now transposing each term to the left side, x1 square minus x2 square plus x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. So first you make it 0 and trying to factorize it. So if you factorize, so applying the formula for a square minus b square, so you have x1 plus x2 into x1 minus x2, and here you have plus x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Now taking x1 minus x2 common, x1 minus x2 common, so you have x1 plus x2 plus 1 is equal to 0. Now what you have here, just think about it. So the product of these two factors is equal to 0. But x1 plus x2 plus 1 can never be 0, because here x1, x2 belongs to natural number, and your natural number started from 1. So the sum of the positive numbers can never be 0. That's why x1 plus x2 plus 1 is not equal to 0. This implies x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. You have to write it, since x1 plus x2 plus 1 belongs, that is not equal to 0. That be not equal to 0. You can write it in this way. That is not equal to 0. Why it is not equal to 0? Because x1, x2 belongs to n. So if x1 is equal to x2, so you have x1 is equal to x2. So you have x1 is equal to x2 and f is 1 1 function. So in this way, here you prove f is 1 1 function. Now, in second part, you have to prove that it is not onto. So with the help of example, you can try to prove it. It is not onto function. It is not onto function. So there are two methods. First, you trying to find the range of that function. If that range is not equal to codomain, you can say it is not onto function. Or with the help of some example from the codomain, here you're trying to prove that it is also not onto function. So just trying it. So suppose here we take x is equal to 2. Suppose fx is equal to 2. So if fx is equal to 2, so you have x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 2, or you have x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 2. So is the factor of that be possible? Or put x is equal to 1, in that case also it be not also not equal to 0. Just check it. Yes. Or onto function, how you check it is onto? Just write it onto function. In case of onto function, here we take some example. Suppose let fx is equal to 1. Suppose fx is equal to 1. Now putting the value of fx, just listen, if you write fx is equal to 1, what does it mean? Here that value 1 belongs to codomain. That belongs to codomain. So if you're putting the value of fx, so write x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 1. So 1 and 1 we cancel out, and you have x square plus x is equal to 0. If you take x common, you have x plus 1 is equal to 0. And finally, you have x is equal to 0 and minus 1, and that will not belong to natural number. That will not belongs to natural number. So here you see that fx is 1, that be the element of codomain, but their pre-images are 0 and 1, and that pre-image lying between the codomain. So you can say that that is not belongs to natural number. So you that is so that say that f is not onto function. So you write it. So f is not onto function. So this is also the method by which you can that will say that it is not onto function. And the other method is what? You're trying to find the range of x square plus x plus 1. And if that value of range is not equal to exactly codomain, then you can say that it is also not onto function. So just that means applying this second method also. And one thing, in this way, up to question number 13, your function part is completed. And from the next term, that is from day after tomorrow, that is from Monday, we are definitely studying about the composition of function or the composite function, in which we have to study about the function of function, that means for Goff and like that. And then we have to study about the invertible function and inverse of function. How you find the inverse of function? What are the conditions when you say that the functions are invertible? We have to, that means study for all that type of topics. And after that, inverse trigonometric function, and that is your last topic. And one of the topic is also in your NCERT books, binary operation, that means deleted from CBSE. So no need to study that topic, binary operation. So that is two topic from the entire syllabus be deleted from CBSE curriculum. So one is binary operation, and the second one is in probability. And in probability, the topic is Bernoulli's trials and binomial distribution. So these two topics be completely omitted from the circular. So only you have to, that means, study about